Hey everyone, it's Soniaelsie here. So for today's video, I wanted to talk about something that I get asked about all the time, and that is how to be productive, how to be motivated, just how to get shit done. Because I know a lot of my audience is a lot of younger people and people who are maybe in school or are working, or maybe some of you guys work from home or you're wanting to start your own business or something like that, and you just need some tips on how to be productive. And I have some advice for you guys. I get asked about this constantly, so I thought that I would bring you guys another advice video. I really like making these, so if you want any more advice from me, I do have an advice playlist that I will link down below with all of my other advice videos. I talk about relationships, all of that stuff, and then I also have an email that you guys can email. It's just soniaelsieadvice@gmail.com if you have advice questions that you want to give me that I will answer in an upcoming video. But my first tip for you guys to be productive, this is probably something that you've heard before, but having an organized workspace dedicated to your work. So let's say you're in school and you want to be more productive with homework. Well, if you have a dedicated space where you do homework, you'll associate that place with homework, you'll associate that with getting work done, and it's really important to have that place be organized, not a lot of clutter, not a lot of things. You know, you have your pens, your paper, your laptop, whatever you need for homework or for work or whatever, you have a spot dedicated for that, and that just helps your mind associate this spot with work. Once you sit down, your brain kind of subconsciously goes into like work mode, and you just know like this is where I get my work done. You don't want to be doing your work like on your bed or in a place where you lounge, because you don't want to start associating your bed with work. You want to associate your bed with sleep because you sleep on your bed. And if you start associating your bed with work, then when you lay down in your bed, you're not going to fall asleep. But if your body knows, okay, bed, sleep, then you're gonna sleep. And same with having a desk or having a little work area. Maybe it's a corner of your table, maybe it's a corner of your room, just somewhere. Doesn't have to necessarily be a desk. I just, you know, like having a desk and like having a little organized desk area where I can just like have my shit going on. Not only is having an organized space like a desk important, a space dedicated for work, but also just having an organized space in general. Like, organize your room, making sure your house is organized. And I read this really good book. It was called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I will link it down below because you guys should definitely read it. This is a book that it's not only for messy people, but even for organized people, you still should read this book. It's a really good book, but it helped me realize just how important organizing is and how you don't really need a huge amount of things. That's a whole nother video. The author briefly talks about this, but how it's hard to focus when you're in a messy space, and how once you've organized your space or you have less things, then you're just able to focus on so many more things. Like for me, my apartment has to be clean before I start editing videos. Otherwise, it takes me forever to edit videos. I'll stop editing to clean, because having a messy apartment really affects how I'm able to work. So having just a clean apartment or room in general is just really helpful, and I would definitely recommend reading The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Such a good book. Like, I've read it a couple times, and every time after I finish reading it, I'm just like, I am gonna be the most organized person ever, and it just really helps motivate me to organize in general. This is another thing that I do that really helps me stay focused when I have a specific task that I need to do. But let's say you're in school, you need to write a paper. This paper is so long, you've been procrastinating it for so long. You keep procrastinating it, you'll maybe do it for 10 minutes and then you'll go on your phone and get distracted. For me, this happens to me all the time with editing videos. Sometimes I just get sidetracked and I'm like, oh, let's play this game on my phone, or let's watch this YouTube video, or like scroll through Twitter or something. But what really helps me is I will set a timer for 30 or 40 minutes or 20 minutes, 15, whatever you decide your time is gonna be. I set a timer on my phone, I put my phone far away, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna focus on editing this video until the timer goes off, and I will not stop to do anything else because I need to finish editing this video. So I will make sure that I sit down and then I just do that. Then after the timer goes off, I take a break, I stand up, I get a snack, get some water, you know. Maybe I'll be like, okay, after this I can watch one YouTube video on my phone. I chill, reward myself with a little relaxation time, and then, okay, I still need to edit this video, okay, set the timer for another 30 minutes or another 40 minutes or another 15 minutes or something like that. And it has to be a good amount of time for you to be able to get work done. Like, obviously I wouldn't set the timer for 3 hours because I'm not gonna focus for 3 hours straight without taking a break, you know? I need to take at least a little short break in between 3 hours so that I can focus on this task that I need to do. If you can focus for a long time, that's awesome. For me, I like to take little breaks and just do different things, but yeah, definitely would recommend that. That tactic has worked for me with a lot of different things, even with just cleaning my apartment. I'll set it for 15 minutes, I'll be like, okay, clean for 15 minutes, don't do anything else, don't go on your phone, don't look outside, don't make a snack, just clean your apartment. And usually I like get it all done really fast that way. Like, I find myself being very productive. So this next thing is pretty self-explanatory, I feel like, but I feel like not too many people understand this, and that's find your time during the day where you are most productive and you are most likely to get work done. For some people, that is in the morning, very early in the morning. And for me personally, I don't really like waking up early in the morning. Sometimes I naturally get up early in the morning and that's awesome, but I personally don't find myself productive in the morning. Mornings, I just chill out. I'm very slow, mellow. Occasionally I'll work out, but usually my most productive time is at nighttime. And this time is different for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people that are like, oh my gosh, I'm not productive because I don't get up in the morning. And that's not necessarily the case. Some people like to sleep in and are more productive at night. Find the time for you that you are going to be the most productive, because it can be different for everyone. Me, it's nighttime. My friend Stella, she likes to get up really early in the morning and she gets so much work done in the morning. I get all my work done at night. I just like to do stuff at night more than I like to in the morning, and I just find that I have the most energy at night for some reason, and I can work out, I can organize my apartment, I can come up with ideas for stuff. Like, nighttime, it's a great time. This might seem very self-explanatory and maybe you already know this, but a lot of people don't realize how important a planner is. This planner I got from Marshall's. It was $10. The price tag is still on it. And this just, I use this to plan all of my days. For the month, I write down all of the different things I have to do. For me, I need to plan out my brand deals. I need to plan out what videos I'm gonna post on what days I'm gonna film videos, what days I'm gonna do this, when I should live stream, all of that stuff. I plan all of that in here, and I like to plan on a planner, and I also like to have all of my stuff planned out on my phone. So I personally just like to have both. Just find what you like. If you like electronic stuff, then put it on your phone, get an app. There's a bunch of different little to-do list apps, but I like having both. I just put it in my iCal on my phone, and then I'll write down what I have to do in this little planner, and I just find it really helpful. So I would definitely recommend you cop one of these if you don't already. If you don't want to spend money on a planner, get a notebook, get a few sheets of paper, write a structured to-do list, and just have your days planned out. If you're a student and you need to get homework done, write when you need to start doing your homework. Let's say you have a reading assignment due in 2 weeks and you're like, oh, I'm gonna wait until the last couple days. Instead, literally divide up the amount of pages you have to do by all of the days and just read. Let's say you have to read 5 pages each day. Read 6 pages each day and you'll get it done a little bit sooner. And honestly, 6 pages a day, that's barely any, but like, yeah, just organize it up, split it up, and then you'll feel less overwhelmed. You'll be able to be more productive. You'll feel like you're getting stuff done every day instead of just last minute. You'll feel way better about not procrastinating, and it'll be great. So anyways, you guys, that was my video for today. I get so many questions about productivity, and though I'm not perfect, I feel like I have some good advice for you guys. So yeah, let me know if you like this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more advice videos. And thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for plant milk shirts and hoodies coming very soon. Love y'all, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone!